Over now to the other side of the aisle, the Democratic congressman from the state of Massachusetts, Seth Moulton, joins us live from the halls of the Capitol. Congressman, nice to talk to you and see you as always. This will unquestionably be an issue tomorrow night. It seems like today the administration tried to tee the president up with a line for tomorrow. What do you want to hear out of him tomorrow night?
Well, I want to hear President Biden talk about how this is a problem, acknowledge that it's a problem, talk about what he's doing to try to address this, and talk about how the Republicans refuse to take action. Because Donald Trump torpedoed a bipartisan deal that was meant to secure the border just a few months ago when he said he wanted to make it a campaign issue. He is playing politics with immigration, and he's not hiding that from anyone. There's one thing I want to agree with my colleague Chip Roy on, which is that we need to change the law. So what happened when Donald Trump was the president? Republicans controlled the Senate and Republicans controlled the House. What happened to changing the law? They could have done whatever they wanted because they controlled every arm of government. They did nothing. They want to play politics with this issue. Trump has said it out loud. That's the point that Biden needs to make in the debate, because it's the truth.
Okay. There was a local story, Congressman, I couldn't help but notice today in your area. Headline: the governor sends delegation to southern border to spread message that Massachusetts shelters are full. You're some 2,000 miles away, Congressman, give or take, from the southern border. That story there, you got to send the governor down there to say stop it. Does that highlight that the president's policies have failed?
No, it highlights the fact that Congress needs to get its act together, that we need to do something. And that's what Congress was willing to do before Trump torpedoed the bill. So the governor's right. I'm with the governor. We have a problem. This is a problem all over America. That's why it's significant that with President Biden's recent executive action, numbers of crossings are way down. But the way to fix this ultimately is to change the law. Republicans refused to do it when they controlled everything, all of Congress and the White House. Democrats want to do it. We even found Republicans to work with in the Senate. Trump torpedoed it. Trump is playing politics with immigration. That's the message that every American needs to understand tomorrow night.
You know, I wonder if it's bad messaging or bad policy, Congressman, because I was just reading a fascinating story about you, and here's what you were interviewed, and here's what you said. You said, Biden has been a great president, but a bad messenger. So we've got to get other messengers out there for the Democratic Party. This election has to be about the future. Is it just simply messaging, or does he have a policy issue here?
It's mainly messaging because of what I said. The Republicans are worse on immigration. They've done more to politicize it. But are there things that Biden could be doing better? Yes, and that's exactly why he took the action that he did. The president is hearing Americans. He's hearing Americans from places like the ones I represent, way up in Massachusetts. This is a problem. This president is taking action. Trump is playing politics and kicking the can down the road.
Got to leave it there. Congressman Seth Moulton, Democrat from the state of Massachusetts. Nice to see you always, sir. Come back soon. Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.